good afternoon. Actually, it's good evening, and welcome to Granny Moreno's homestead. Well, I'm tired. I'm busy. I have been busy. I'm tired. But I got to thinking today about what's all the hullabaloo about living off grid. Why can't we do it? Other than the fact that most of our laws governing the cities and municipalities and blah 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 tell us that we have to have it. Yeah, wonder why. Okay. But I was thinking about the times I used to stay with my great-grandmother in the deep south. South. Couldn't have gone any further south unless I was waiting on the shores of Cuba. It was South Florida. It was hot in the summer. But at that time, we just were not, we were not accustomed to having cold air conditioning all the time. That was back in the day. We had a little fan that plugged into the wall. My grandmother Annie, on the other hand, her fan was one that she had made from a palmetto frond, and she would, and that's what she would use as her fan as she sat on the porch in the hot part of the day. So what's the hullabaloo? Yeah, she took a bath in a wash tub. She heated her water outside over an open fire. That was before she got a good stove. But she would heat her water over an open fire outside in the backyard, and she would carry that water into her wash tub. She'd add cold and hot. That was her hot wash tub. That's how I took a bath when I went there. That's how she took a bath. That was before she got indoor plumbing. I remember it. And refrigeration, she didn't have refrigeration. Not when I first started being big enough to go visit Grandma by myself. She had a food safe, and that was nothing more than a shelf with a screen around it and a door at the front, and in that shelf she kept her biscuits, breads, cornbreads, anything that would not sour or ruin overnight. Anything that would sour or ruin after supper or after a meal, that went outside to Sandy, the old dog that she had. Now, for water, what did she do? She had a cistern. It was made of cypress wood. It was about 6 feet off the ground. And that's how she supplied herself with water. Are we smart enough to do that today? I don't know. It's difficult just getting that black barrel over there going right. So what would you do if we went back to living like our grandparents lived at the turn of the century? What would you do? Could you do it? Would you be successful, or would you just sit down and cry and die? I don't know. I believe we're all smart enough to have a little bit of solar to power the things that we need. And I'm not talking about electric can opener, air fryer, microwave, crock pots, all the bunch of gadgets that sit on the kitchen counters. I'm not talking about Wi-Fi, cell phones, televisions, all the other stuff that people stay inside to play with during the day. I'm not talking about, those aren't needs. Those are our wants. My great-grandma Annie, she had all of her needs met, and she was happy. She got unhappy when her son told her she was going to have indoor plumbing, electric brought into her home, a refrigerator. She got very upset with him. She said she didn't need them. She'd done fine without them, and she didn't need them. But I think we could go back to that way of living if we have to. Take a little American ingenuity, but what do you think? Can you give me some ideas on what you would do? I'm sure that I'm talking to people that have a will to live, and people that would actually get up and start doing something. you know? Don't just talk about living like the Amish and Mennonites. Why don't we try it? Good night. Have a good evening. God bless you.